collection update time. Very late on my part, I apologize. I know. But, let's get right into it, not only with the Blu-rays, but the new releases. Let's get started. We got some good ones in here to talk about. Up first, we have the Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Free Guy. Really fun movie. Saw this in theaters. Austin actually gave me a one sheet for that one. Thank you, Austin. And some really good bonus content on here too. A little over an hour bonus stuff. It's just really fun. It's really enjoyable. They're gonna do another one, so perfect. Then we have the Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Survive the Game. And before anyone asks, because of my Blu-ray Tuesday connection, this is not a sequel to Bruce Willis and Chad Michael Murray's film from last year, Survive the Night. But it's a decent movie. It's basically the bully from A Christmas Story and his girlfriend invade this Chad Michael Murray's house, and Bruce Willis is the cop that's after them. It's a fine little disposable action flick. I enjoyed it. Pretty decent from Grindstone. Speaking of Austin, this was a movie that I expected both of us to hate, and this was a movie that he hates. I actually really enjoyed, and that is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of The Green Knight. Just a really interesting movie. I don't know. Usually these kinds of movies from A24 don't really do it for me. This one did, though. I think they got everything fine-tuned. They did it just right. I really like the story and the fantasy elements to it. I really like that fox that you see in the movie. I just really liked it. It's a bit too long, but yeah. The special features on the making of the movie are really, really cool. So if you were a fan of that, definitely check those out. Their other fantasy movie that they did this year called Lamb sucked. But Come On, Come On was awesome. You guys should see that. I just saw that a couple days ago. Then from Shudder, Fried Berry. This was a really odd movie from it's a South African kind of thing. Basically, this guy gets like probed. He goes around and he's just doing all kinds of stuff without talking. It was a good movie. It was really weird. If you're into weird stuff like that, that should be up your alley. And kind of a sad, somber movie, but one that I really enjoyed. The Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of Needle in a Time Stack, which the title is very goofy. Really interesting movie about how Leslie Odom Jr. is very. It's a world where time travel does exist, and the characters do experience rifts. And often during those rifts, they call home to make sure that everything is okay, because a lot of times these rifts are very small and they can change like little minor details. Other times these rifts are really big and they can have life-changing aspects to them. And yeah, this is a really interesting movie. Very good performances. I really enjoyed it. I recommend that one very much so. This one I highly recommend, No Man of God, with Luke Kirby and Elijah Wood. If you were disappointed by the Netflix film Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, I believe that's the full title, with Zac Efron and what's her name, Lily Collins, which I thought was an alright movie. You'll love this. This is a movie all about Bill Hagmaier, who is an FBI analyst during the early days, as it says, of the agency's criminal profiling unit. And he's the first and really the only man who gets to sit down and talk with Ted Bundy, played by Luke Kirby. And it's just such a great movie. It's really fascinating. Anytime Elijah Wood's in a movie, I perk up, I get excited, because somebody pointed out, him and Daniel Radcliffe, they were part of two of the biggest franchises of all time, and now they're going on and doing like really odd but really good movies. Man, they are so right, because anytime I see those two in a movie nowadays, I perk up, because odds are they're really good, and this is really, really good. So, yeah, as it says, Ted Bundy revealed the truth to one man. Yeah, just a great movie. I recommend it. Then these next two I saw in theaters. I actually saw them on the same night, but not in this order. We have the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of M. Night Shyamalan's film Old, which is really, really good. I do think that it's not really a horror film, it's more just a thriller. But yeah, this is really, really good. All about this family going on this beach getaway. They go to this island that's turning them older and older by the second. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. Fun fact, I saw the first 4 minutes of that movie twice in theaters because the screen malfunctioned, so they had to restart it. Then we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of probably one of the biggest flops, and I mean belly flops of the year, Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Now, I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was a fun action flick, but I mean, who in their right mind out there was asking for a G.I. Joe movie in 2021? This made less than $40 million on a budget running between $88 million and $110 million. That's the worldwide number, by the way. They're like, oh, yeah, the release in China will save it, and it made like $2 million in China, and they're like, no, it didn't. But regardless, it is a fun movie, and I did really enjoy it. Then from Saban Films, we have the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of The Colony. It's an alright, kind of like your typical sci-fi post-apocalyptic movie. It's kind of boring in my opinion. Sorry, I'm still dealing with the cold. Then, we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack for one of the best movies of the year and the best horror movie of the year, The Nighthouse, which, where the hell is it? Yes. Austin also gave me one sheet for that I gotta find room for. Thank you again, Austin. Excellent movie. Highly, highly recommended. It's just so creepy and very, very... It's really great. Rebecca Hall is astounding in this movie. Yes, very, very good. I recommend it. I love this movie so much. I do. Saw it in theaters. Saw it again on Blu-ray. God, it's just such a great movie. Then we have the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of The Protege. Saw this one in theaters as well. Just a fun action movie. Why Michael Keaton is credited first and then Maggie Q is really beyond me, because Maggie Q is the protege. She is the main character of the movie. I do love Michael Keaton, though. He's such a great actor. But yeah, it's a fun action movie. There's nothing more I can say. If you like action like I do, you'll like that. Then we have the Blu-ray of Joe Bell, which Austin and I saw in theaters together. Actually, him and I saw this and the next one I'm about to show you in theaters together. Good movie. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't really care for this when this was out. But yeah, I just want to have every Wahlberg movie in my collection, but I did like it. Then the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Stillwater. Now I want you to take a look right here. These are the same covers. This is really good. Sort of, kind of, but not really, based on the Amanda Knox case. Matt Damon plays this guy. He has to go over... where does he have to go over? France. He has to go over to France because his daughter is held prisoner. She's in jail over there for a crime she may or may not have committed. So the whole movie is about him trying to get down to the bottom of it and trying to get her out of there. Just really, really good. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, it's not like an action-packed movie. That Matt Damon's not running and gunning people down in the streets of France or anything, but that is a really good movie. Then, the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of The Suicide Squad. I loved this movie so much. Saw it twice in theaters and now seeing it again. By the way, I did see the trailer for Peacemaker, the TV series, and I think I am going to sign up for HBO Max because that looks really fun. The bonus content on this movie is off-the-wall great. Just really great. In-depth, behind-the-scenes stuff. This is the kind of content I live for on home media releases. Still, my #1 movie of the year. And I say that, and I just saw the trailer for Red Rocket with Simon Rex, which looks so damn good. So, who knows. And then finally, for this month's new releases from Grindstone, the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of Warning. This might be the most misleading cover to a Grindstone movie I've seen, because this, with Thomas Jane, is about 5 minutes of the movie. Um, it's an alright movie. Basically, the world is, like, on the precipice of coming to an end. They actually have this, like, Alexa device, only it's God. It's, like, actually God. They go, like, you've committed X amount of sins today, which I thought was pretty unique. And it's just basically kind of like, oh, this is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. And Thomas Jane is kind of up in space, and he's stuck, and he can see what's happening. But like I said, there's only 5 minutes of the movie, so why they stuck him on the cover, I'm not entirely too sure. But, yeah, this was alright. Good for a one-time watch, because without credits, it's only 80 minutes. It's a pretty short movie. It's 86 minutes. But, yeah, it's just okay. Now for the other stuff I grabbed in October. Of course, you guys saw me grab the Criterion release of Uncut Gems. My pick for the absolute best film of the year 2019. And Criterion really did a good job with this release. There's a ton more special features on this release. Yeah, they did a great job. This is the booklet that comes inside it. It's just really, really cool. Even says spring of 2012, which is really great because that's when the movie takes place. Yeah, everything about this movie I loved. It's just so intense, and it doesn't let up. Is there commentary on here? Because there's not commentary on the Lionsgate Blu-ray. Yeah, there is. Is there commentary on the Lionsgate Blu-ray? Here's the Lionsgate Blu-ray. No, there isn't. You just have Money on the Street, the making of Uncut Gems. Is that on here? Did they transfer that over?
Possibly.
It doesn't quite say it, but possibly. But yeah. I see, that's the thing. I like the cover on this one more, but I appreciate the integrity that Criterion takes. I do want to get their editions of Citizen Kane and, what the hell's the other one they just did? Menace to Society, but in time. Then these next 6 are from Dollar Tree. Yes, I have a huge pile from Dollar Tree. We have the Blu-ray DVD combo packs of The Nearest Human Being. Super Miss, Teacher by Day, Hero by Night. Yeah. That's Academy Award stuff. And Jack Hunter and the Star of Heaven. At first when I picked this up, I said, how many movies in this series are there? And then I found out there were only 3, and this was the last one I needed. So, there you go. Then, one step forward to completing my Nicolas Cage filmography, Pay the Ghost. Haven't seen this, but I've heard it's alright. Mary with Gary Oldman. I was going to watch this for review when it came out in 2018, but I just never got around to it. So for $1, I figure why not. And then this one I have seen. I watched it for review in 2018. Arizona. This is a good one. And then, call it Women's Intuition. I said to myself, I have a feeling, because this show has just been advertised a lot recently because it's in its final season, and it's a show I never really cared for. But I said to myself, I see myself picking up the first 2 seasons of the show at Savers one day on Blu-ray. The very next day I walked into Savers, and the first 2 seasons of the show are on the shelf on Blu-ray. I picked these up for, I believe, $3 or $3.50 each, but we have the complete first and second season of The Walking Dead. That's extremely eerie. I don't know what's wrong with me that I made that prediction and it came true, but yeah, there we go. Really cool stuff. Alrighty, now on to the VHS. Because there's not a whole lot. We have The Quest. I want all of Van Damme's work that was released on VHS on VHS. That was just one more. It's a good movie. Something called Pendulum with Rachel Hunter. I don't know, there's a gun on the back. That's why I got it. The Inspectors with Louis Gossett Jr. And finally, Eye for an Eye with Sally Field and Kiefer Sutherland. This is always just a movie I've wanted to see, so I had to pick that up. Now, on to the DVDs. We only have 3 new releases this month on DVD to talk about. 2 of them bad. From Grindstone, we have the Amityville Moon. I guess they're putting out one of these a year. This was just stupid. Not worth your time. Another one that's pretty boring, not worth your time. A little bit better than Amityville Moon. From Saban and Paramount, it's Crime Story. Was not very good. It was actually very boring than anything. You'd expect a thriller like this to be action-packed, and it's really not. It's just very boring. But one that I do recommend, because I saw it in theaters, Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain. Such a fantastic documentary. Probably the best documentary of the year. Just a great movie. Why they didn't release this on Blu-ray is beyond me. But it's Universal. Knowing them, probably next year they're going to release it on Blu-ray, because that makes sense. Alright, I'll do the Dollar Tree stuff first. Why not? Alrighty, we have... This whole stack is from Dollar Tree. We have... I can get this stuff off. The Wolf Pack, which I have seen. It's not a bad documentary. Throw Mama from the Train, which is a movie I've always wanted to see. The Operative. An Asylum movie. Megalodon. Rip-off of the Meg. I'm here for it. Absolution. The Invoking. They Reach. Don't Let Them In. Dead West. Stalked. Headhunters. Vampire's Kiss with Nicolas Cage. This I was looking for on the last drop and I couldn't find, so I'm glad that I found that this time. The Haunting of Borley Manor. Investigation 13. Ghost in the Graveyard. Trust No One. Last drop I picked up Safe with Dolph Lundgren. This drop I picked up Safe 2, Under Pressure, which was really cool because I was on the lookout for that. Get over here, baby. Day of the Mummy with Danny Glover. The Unkindness of Ravens. Dolls, not the Stuart Gordon one, but this does have Dee Wallace in it. I know Roger on his podcast, he talked to Dee Wallace, I believe, unless I'm mixing that up. Mary Higgins Clark, the 5-film set, The Queen of Suspense from Mill Creek. This comes with Where Are the Children? A Cradle Will Fall. Lucky Day. Loves music, loves to dance, and all around the town. House of Shadows. Rapid Fire. Ouija Geist. Dollhouse. Stand Your Ground, 10 action movies from Maverick Entertainment. Subspiral, Lorenzo and Monica, Inglewood, Queenpin, Trust, King of the Game, Enter the Dominion, Auto Recovery, Gang Girl, which is the only one out of all these that I have on another set, and Champion Road. Sounds like a disc is loose. It is not. The Wicked, The Day of the Living Dead, Infected, Followed, Prisoner X, Scarred. The director is from Ohio, Eddie Lingell. Hank and Mike, Two Turntables and a Microphone, The Life and Death of Jam Master Jay. Journey to the West, Conquering the Demons. Soul Reaper. Skyscraper Inferno. Synchronicity. Nobody Dies. Roadside. Kill Order, which has a little bit of flashiness to it. Clown Motel. And Monster Party, which a lot of people were finding on Blu-ray this drop. I could not find on Blu-ray, so sorry. I was like, I better get the DVD because I'm not seeing this on Blu-ray. Alrighty, these next big batch of DVDs are from Savers. We have the complete first season of Scandal. Heard really good things about this when it was on, but I never watched it. Now, this is from the Cleveland Public Library. However, it's in pretty okay condition, and it's a Mario Bava title, Black Sunday. Why would I not grab that? Camp, Anna Kendrick's first movie. She is by far and away my all-time favorite actress. She can do no wrong. Christina's House. Big Fish. Here, this is a great movie. I've never seen that. Bushwhacked. Definitely want to see that. Enemy at the Gates. Movie I've never seen, but I plan to. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I don't know. Wes Anderson's last movie that he just did, The French Dispatch, I wasn't too hot on, so we'll see how that is. Jamie Foxx, I Might Need Security. That's a stand-up special. Good Boy, upgrade from VHS, and a trivia fact for you guys. The very first movie I ever saw in theaters, back in 2003. The second was Brother Bear. Road Ends. I actually saw a trailer for this advertised on, what was it that I was watching? I'll be waiting for you. And this looked really good, so glad I found a copy of that. The 13th Warrior. Mermaids with Cher and Bob Hoskins and Christina Ricci. And Winona Ryder. Wow, that's a really good cast. Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men, 2 movies I have not seen. Another upgrade from VHS, Saturday Night Live, the 25th anniversary special, which is fantastic. Killers Among Us, Portraits in Evil. They did have a couple serial killer sets, and I was going to grab another one until I realized that that one is basically half of this one, so I was just like, okay, well, that's stupid. But yeah, this comes with America's Serial Killers, which was the one that I was going to pick up, and then Rampage, Killing Without Reason. So some documentaries. Another documentary, Serial Killers, the real-life Hannibal Lecters. You got Dahmer, you got Bundy, you got Fish, you got Gacy. Another upgrade from VHS, Beaches. And then can I get to those other ones? I said to myself, knowing full well probably. Alrighty, these are the last of the DVDs. Alright, the last one's from Savers. We have this 4-disc horror collection from Anchor Bay. This comes with Let Me In, which is the only one of these that I've seen, and it is really good. The Crazies, Apollo 18, and Pandorum. So a really cool set, and they're all on their own disc. So, pretty cool. The Manster, why not? Enron, The Smartest Guys in the Room. That's a documentary I've been on, kind of wanting to see. The Babysitter's Club. This movie's been on my radar for a while. And Disney Channel Holiday. This is great. You get an episode from That's So Raven, an episode from Lizzie McGuire, an episode from Kim Possible, Even Stevens, and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Plus, as a special feature, you get a bonus episode of Phil of the Future. That's a pretty sweet compilation disc, if I do say so myself. The rest of these are just stuff I picked up out and about. City Hustlin', another 10 action movie set from Maverick. Street Revenge, Hip Hop Task Force, Lost Soul, Hustlas, Kickin' It High, Hostile Takedown, Real Hustler, Underground President, The City Is Mine, and Razor Blade City. This History of the 80s documentary set. Warped Tour Live. A Dirty Shame, the original NC-17 rated cut. The Descent, the original unrated cut. Labor Pains. And finally, Game 6, another Michael Keaton one. But before we go, you know we have to do the books. Books. I love books. This one I actually managed to read. This is by a Cleveland author, C.J. Hudson, Cheetah Boys. I do really enjoy urban fiction. However, this was very monotonous. The first half of this book, it was riding on like a 3 out of 5 rating for me. By the second half, it started repeating so many elements and so much stuff that it dropped it down to a 2 out of 5 for me. It's I don't know. It was all right. Too many characters are introduced. Too many strings are kind of left hanging open. But that's not this book's fault. I understand that there are 2 more sequels. So, I don't know. A true crime book, A Killing in Amish Country, by Greg Olson and Rebecca Morris. The Best American Erotica, 2001, edited by Susie Bright. I got this on the show. Why are the pages wet? That is really getting me frustrated. Backstage Boys by Wendy Becker. Tom B is my stage name. It's short for Tomboy, which is how everyone has referred to me since I was old enough to shock the housewives on my block by delivering their morning papers sporting only shorts, sneakers, and an assortment of Band-Aids. Hell yeah. I'm hooked on that one. Law and Order by Dorothy Unock. Is that how you pronounce it? I gotta thank Tim Hale for pointing these out, because had he not pointed these out, either he would have gotten them or somebody else would have. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Omnibuses, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I need to get more comics. These are all compilations of the Dark Horse stuff. I mean, look at that artwork. I mean, it's just so cool. I always admire comic books. But yeah, I thank Timmy for that every day. I see those. The Ultimate Dirty Joke Book. Let me see if there's something appropriate. Oh, rednecks. What has 6 boobs and 3 teeth? The night shift at an Arkansas Waffle House. Oh, God. See anything else? Oh, that one's gross. The one I just saw. Anything else? Oh, sales and retail. I know this is just thrilling content, me just trying to find a joke. A boy comes home from school and tells his father that he fell out of the class spelling competition in the first round. What word did they give you? Asks his father. The boy replies, posse. His father laughs. I'm not surprised you can't spell it. You can't even pronounce it. Ha 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 ha. And then this, I wanted this in my collection for a while. I'm always on the hunt for film books. This is The Devil's Candy, The Bonfire, The Vanities Goes to Hollywood by Julie Solomon. I don't know, this might be, if this is a first edition, I would crap myself, but I don't think this is the updated version. The updated version, this is a first edition. That's really cool. The updated version basically talks about how, I guess Bruce Willis was unhappy with how he was portrayed in this book, because it is all about the making of, the 1990 film The Bonfire, The Vanities, which is a very notorious Hollywood movie. So, I really want to read that. And now on to all the paperbacks. We have Outcast by Joan Johnston. Ooh. This I actually have read, and I want to reread it. Skipping Christmas by John Grisham, which was adapted into the feature film Christmas with the Cranks. Up in the Air by Walter Kern. Maze of Worlds by Brian Lumley. Now You See Her by James Patterson and Michael Ledwidge. Paranoid by Lisa Jackson. Some Grisham here with The Litigators and Sycamore Row. Big Little Lies by Leon Moriarty. I wanted to see this, and I also wanted to read it, so now I can do both. James Patterson, Triple Homicide. You basically get 3 short stories. Detective Cross, which is an Alex Cross story. The Medical Examiner, a Women's Murders Club story. And Manhunt, a Michael Bennett story. Some more Grisham with Camino Island. Up in Honey's Room by Elmore Leonard. I love Elmore Leonard. NYPD Red 3 by James Patterson. I can do this without all of them falling. That would be great. Extreme Exposure by Pamela Clark. Ooh. A true crime book, She Wanted It All by Catherine Casey. A true story of sex, murder, and a Texas millionaire. Some more Grisham with Bleachers. Picked up a lot of Grisham this time around. Secret Weekend by Tom Racina. Rest, Relaxation, Revenge. Raptor Red by Robert T. Baker. Look at what that does. That's pretty cool. Head Crash by Bruce Bethke. Roadkill on the Information Superhighway. This is pretty infamous. Pirate by Fabio. Well, not infamous, but pretty famous. Some more Grisham with The Appeal. Some more Patterson with Quickie. Or The Quickie, excuse me. Some more Pamela Clark with Unlawful Contact. Another true crime book. Dangerous Evidence. The true story of an accused man's search for justice and the woman activist who fought for his rights. By Ellis A. Cohen with Milton J. Shapiro. Starship Troopers by Robert A. Heinlein. Really cool. I've never seen the movie. California Dead by Jerry Oyster. That's just very cool vintage stuff. Some more Elmore Leonard with Be Cool, the sequel to Get Shorty. And finally, Sweet Talk by Julie Garwood. Bye.